Hi everyone, it's me Anu from ECE department. I am here to demonstrate a presentation which is related to HTTP, which is called as the foundation of the web. What is HTTP? First, HTTP stands for Hypertext Transfer Protocol. It is the foundation of the data communication on the World Wide Web. So it works on the top of the TCP and or IP, and it is a protocol used for communication between web browsers and the servers. And so how HTTP works? Every time when you open a website, watch a video online, or when you click a link in the browser, you use HTTP to request the information from a web server. The server that responds, which requires the data such as text, images, or videos which your browser displays. So HTTP follows a simple client-server based model in which the client sends the request to the web server and the server proceeds and it sends a response back to the browser. So it works on port 80 by default. So here client is your web browser and server is the computer hosting on the website, and request is generated by the client to ask for the data, and the response is sent by the server of the requested data. So in this HTTP structure, we have three components like request line, headers, and optional bodies. In request line, we have methods, URL, and HTTP versions. So for example, so for in headers are nothing but the headers provides extra information about the request. They describe things like the browser type, the content, the authentication, etc. The body is included only in some methods. It carries data that is being sent to a server. So generally an HTTP request, which is nothing but a request line and headers and optional bodies. This structure helps the browser clearly to tell the server what it wants and how it wants. In HTTP response structure, we have status line, headers, and body. In status line, the first line of the response that shows the result after the request, which is called a status line. In headers, we used to have additional information about the response that is being sent that is being sent as the data. So next, body. The body is the actual data that has been requested by the client. What is the difference between HTTP and HTTPS? So full form is HTTP refers to Hypertext Transfer Protocol and HTTPS refers to Hypertext Transfer Secure. So for HTTP the port number is going to be 80 and for HTTPS the port number is going to be 443, and the security when it goes to security in HTTP there is no security because the data is sent in a plain text format. It is not encrypted or decrypted. And whereas in HTTPS, the data is encrypted using SSL and or TLS. So data protection, when compared to data protection, HTTP and HTTPS is highly secured. When it goes to speed, HTTP is slightly faster because no encryption is needed, whereas in HTTPS it is slightly slower because encryption takes place. So URL prefix is going to be HTTP colon double slash, and when it goes to HTTPS it is going to be HTTPS colon double slash. And when a browser indicator, and there is no padlock icon. When it comes to HTTPS, we have a padlock icon shown in the address bar. So when you want to give your credentials while logging in into a new page, or you're going to give any payment or transactional details, then you require HTTPS because it contains encryption and decryption data. So that's it for difference between HTTPS and HTTP. We'll see some common HTTP methods also. Like we have get to retrieve data when you view a web page. If you want to get some data, or if you want to ask some data, you require get. And if you have to submit a form, you require post. Like if you're submitting your personal details, like you're filling a form, then you're creating a data which comes under post. And if you want to update your record, if you want to then you require put. If you have to edit a particular field or modify a particular data, then you require patch. If you have to delete a command, then you can use remove data. If you want to check the headers, then you require head. And if you want to check our query support methods, like if you want to know about the query support methods, you have options. And for debugging request path, you have trace. For creating a channel, you have connect. So these are the various versions of HTTP. First, in 1991, we have HTTP slash 0.9, and over the years, now we have currently HTTP slash 3, which has came in the year of 2020, and until the year 1999, we have only text format. Now we have binary formats also. And when it comes to connection, HTTP 0.9 and 1.0 has only one request per connection, but in 1.1 we have persistent connection, and in HTTP slash 2 we have multiplexed, and in HTTP slash 3 we have made it more. And when it comes to security, in HTTP slash 0.9, we have no security. When it comes to 1.0, we have optional security. And when it comes to slash 2, it has TLS security. And in HTTP slash 3, it has TLS built in. So we have mentioned here TLS. TLS is nothing but transport layer security. It is a cryptographical protocol that provides a secure communication over internet. So the main functions of TLS is like encryption that converts a data into a secret code, and it authenticates, like ensures the website you are communicating is genuine, and you have data integrity too, like it makes sure that your data is not corrupted or changed. When it compares to speed, HTTP slash 0.9 is very slow, 1.1 is slow, and 1.1 is moderate, and 2 is fast, and currently HTTP slash 3 is the fastest. And when it comes to layer, when it comes to transport protocols, we use all the four versions have used the TCP. Now it is using UDP. That's it. So we have seen all the details. So we'll conclude with why it is called as an universal standard for data exchange. So HTTP is not only just for browser. It can be used in apps too, which is all. So we require APIs between servers. So it is also used in cloud computing like Amazon Web Server, Cloud, Google Cloud, and in some IoT devices and mobile and desktops too. So it plays a vital role in communication with websites and mobile apps. So it is called as a universal standard for data exchange. And thank you.